Hello everyone and welcome back to the Johnny Throw YouTube channel. On this video, I will be showing my long range distance drive. For my skill level right now, I would say I'm averaging about 300 feet. I know I can throw a lot farther. I've thrown up to 350. I've been able to birdie a 350 foot hole. But with this video, I set a temporary basket. We'll see it here in a little bit. I basically put 25 discs in a practice bag, from putter, mid-ranges, fairway driver to distance drivers, and I'm just trying to see how far I can throw them. The basket right there was set at 250 feet for round one, and I'm going to be throwing every disc one time. Any disc that makes it past that 250 foot basket will make it on to the next round, where I'll set the basket at 300 feet. Now, as you can see, most of the first ones that I'm throwing are putters. I'm starting to go up into the mid-ranges. So I think a putter I can probably get it out to 220 feet. But I was struggling on the day that I was filming. I don't know if the camera was adding extra nerves or what, but I did struggle, and I've been struggling with my form. I know that for a fact. If I could imitate any professional disc golfer form, obviously Paul McBeth is a really good choice for anyone to want to emulate. He has such a clean form and everything. For me, I got used to throwing everything on a slight hyzer, so I really like the way Kevin Jones throws. It feels right for me. I'm also trying to work on not throwing everything on a hyzer and just letting the disc fly. When I filmed this video actually helped me improve a lot on my distance. I've been able to throw a lot farther since doing this practice routine. The only thing I will say is that by the end of the second round, I was exhausted. I had probably at that point thrown, more than 40 times. I know I can throw like my mid-range is at 250. That's usually what I do on the course. But it's also ground play out on the course, and like I said, there's no ground play here. So you saw most of my mid-range like ran around 230 to 240. And there we go. I got the first one to go past that basket, I believe. I'm at my fairway drivers here. And that's 2 over. I'm finally getting into a good rhythm out here. The park that I'm throwing at has really thick grass near where the basket's at, so there's no skip. So this is true flight distance. If I get out here to the right hand side of the basket, that's the only short grass around there. But right in that center area, it's mostly going to just like land and stick right where it landed. As you can see, there's not much ground play here, so it's gonna be a true flight distance. I know that sometimes if you throw it out like 320, you can get another 20 feet of distance just from it playing on the ground play. But this is a good tester, and the land is mostly flat. There was a slight uphill where I was throwing, but then it goes back like downhill. So overall, without that little hill, it would be a mostly flat plane from where I'm throwing. I tried to find a flattish park around here with a good enough open field for me to be able to throw. So like I said before, a lot of this YouTube channel is going to be about just recording myself to be able to look at my form, see what I do wrong, like there, where I throw it straight into the ground. Big problem I can have out in the disc golf course is that I'll throw really low. But by being able to look at my form, I can see what I do right, what I do wrong, and it's been helping me, because this was filmed about 2-3 weeks ago from the time that I'm doing this audio, and I've noticed a vast improvement just from watching my form. Is there anyone that you recommend I send in some form videos to that can do like a form review? Like, I know that Overthrow Disc Golf channel has form reviews, but I also know there's professionals that'll do it for a fee. Let me know down in the comments, who do you recommend I go through that can kind of look at my form, or if you have any suggestions for my form. I want to start doing some of the drills that other YouTubers have and put them to the test. See how I feel doing them. See if I feel like it helped me improve. I actually hit the basket on that one. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you to throw this way, do this to help you get more distance, do this to help you do whatever. But how do we actually know it's going to work? We need a test subject, and I'm going to be that test subject right now. So if there's any videos that you want me to give it a go, let me know down in the comments below again. Just let me know any suggestions you have for helping me improve, and any videos that have helped you or that you just want tested out, and I'm willing to do that too. So let's go ahead and get the final few throws of round number 1, and then we'll go ahead and pick up all the discs that I threw and see how well I did. Final one, the drift. I actually got this at a tournament, at a doubles tournament from Trevor Harbolt. Unfortunately, didn't do him justice. Let me pick up all these discs that I threw, and let's see how many I made past that basket, so past 250 feet, and how many came up short. I think if I were to redo this video, I wouldn't do, I believe I had 24. I know that I ended up half and half missed and half past the basket. The reason I didn't do all drivers or mid ranges is because I kind of wanted to showcase that, you know, how far I could throw the putter to. But round 2, 300 foot basket. I believe I still have, like I said, I think it was 12 or 14 discs left over. We'll find out here after I'm done throwing them all once. And I felt really disappointed in myself on this round. I know it's a little bit of a spoiler, but for some reason I know that like I said, I'm used to throwing that 300 foot range with my fairway can get about like 280 to 300 feet, my 7-speed fairways, and then I throw mostly 9-speed fairways instead of pure distance drivers. So I have been working on the distance drivers. I have a Grace from Latitude 64, and then my Havoc. I bought the used Havoc a while ago, and it is one of my favorite discs out there to throw. If I put it on a hyzer, it'll flip straight and like just glide all the way. I believe that's one of the few discs that I've been able to throw over 350. You'll see me throw it here in a bit because it does well when I throw it. I also have this. It's not a sidewinder. I call it a sidewinder. If you ever hear me call it a sidewinder, it's actually a Roadrunner. It's a green disc that you'll see me throw in a little bit. And it used to be one of my farthest flyers. Again, I know I can get that one out 330 to 350. And yeah, when I bought it as a sidewinder from infinitedisc.com. And I guess they shipped me a Roadrunner. It was during a Black Friday sale, so it has a separate stamp on it. And I never realized that someone just pointed it out pretty recently. And it's another video coming up. I was playing around at a park locally here, and the person I was playing with asked me what disc that was, and he looked at it and he's like, oh, this is a Roadrunner. So yeah, so there's a few discs I know I can get past this basket. I was disappointed that a lot of these were coming up pretty short. I had to figure out what was going on, and I actually throughout the video was able to realize there's a couple things that were wrong. One that I figured out way too late in the video is that I struggle to throw behind a disc. So if it's not a T-pad, I'm more timid on my second throw. But I struggle on a second throw out in the course because I'm always afraid of stepping on a disc. So I end up being like really shy on my run-up, and it can cost me some distance. But that shy run-up, I don't have that on the T-pad. So off a T-pad, I tend to throw a lot stronger or farther than I do on my upshot. And usually my upshot, I have issues with control on that upshot because of that. I know it's a different style of video. It's mostly just me in the background and me talking over it, because I've seen this style of YouTube videos out on the video gaming world, and I'll bring it to disc golf. So hopefully you enjoy this content. I will be playing around here soon that will be recorded, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can follow and see my progress. I really want to be an interesting experiment to watch how I started and how I go about throughout the year by uploading like one video a week. But here I only made 2 past that basket. So I'm gonna do some at the end of the practice here. I decided to just throw a few more of the ones that I know I can get out there pretty far, and I just wanted to slow down my form and see what I'm doing. again, for myself, early on in the YouTube channel, as I continue to work on my dream of becoming a local professional, and who knows. But yeah, this is where I figured out that if I throw off to the side of the disc, not really caring about it, I was like ripping these shots. Thank you so much for watching.